Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here on Elm Creek with Grober Games. As you can see, we decided to skip ahead to the month of March. There wasn't anything very good going on in the month of November. And I decided to try to get everything kind of taken care of here. The only things, as you can see, we are up about $10,000 from last time we left, I believe. I think it's about 10,000. What I ended up doing is I ended up cycling 60 of our chickens out. I decided when the new chicks that just hatch reach the age of 6 months, we're going to sell another batch of 60 out so we can keep cycling those. I've been taking our wool to our spinnery still. I've been waiting until we get batches of 4 pallets so I can make it worth the trip. And most of our income over the winter came from selling our produce, so our greenhouse is sitting kind of empty again. And we didn't sell much else. Our eggs are starting to stockpile again, so that's kind of good and bad. Kind of good so that when the prices gets right, we'll be making quite a bit of money. The issue is just time of waiting for that. So, and what we got planned for today, the reason we're in the month of March is because I noticed while going through our contracts app, a bunch of our neighbors are looking for help with cotton. And I think we're gonna kind of help out with that. So I was thinking that we got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 neighbors wanting to do cotton this year. So I think we're gonna borrow some of these items. We're gonna borrow that set. And we'll borrow that one as well. So what I was thinking, we're gonna get everything set up here quick. I think we better get 2 big bags of seed. So what I was thinking is that we'll set Tuttle up in one of these machines, and I can take the other one, and I'll have Tuttle start on some of the bigger fields. We'll get this loaded up here. And let's see. Oh, nope. Didn't mean that button. I always forget you can't just hit circle with equipment to get them to go where you need them to go. So we're gonna send Tuttle down here. It looks like he's starting off pretty good this morning. Usually get the issue of, oh, we can't find that location or whatever. And we're gonna, let's see, we've only got, let's look at those contracts again. I keep going to the wrong menu. So we're gonna pick up. All right, so we got 41. Okay. So the idea is, I think we'll pick up field 24. We'll do that for them. And then we'll pick up field 60 as well, is what I'm thinking right now. Let's see. Oh. Better get the front weight on too. But we're going to have Tuttle start on one of the biggest fields. And that way he can kind of be left to his own devices. And I'll go around and hit all the smaller fields. So that way we don't have to check on him near as much. Granted, this planter doesn't have quite the capacity as Tuttle's, but I think we should be fine here. It looks like he's still making his way down there, but that's the plan for today. I'm kind of hoping that with all our neighbors doing cotton this year, if we help a bunch of them get it in on time, along with us making a good amount of money, I think we I think we'll be making a good amount of money anyways with helping them get everything in. That we might be able to come around when they're getting ready to harvest. Maybe they'll contact us again and ask us to help them with harvest. And if that's the case, we'll be able to help them with harvest. And since most of the neighbors usually kind of crop share when you help them harvest, maybe we will be able to put some of that back into our spinnery. Because I've been keeping an eye, I've been cycling the stuff through that as well. I know I didn't mention that. But, okay, just keep going straight to get to field 24. Our spinnery is still doing extremely well. We got about 9,000 liters of fabric right now, last I checked. And with that going strong yet, we're kind of doing the same thing. We're waiting on the price to get right for us. Oh, shoot. I was hoping there would be a driveway up that way. I don't really want to head up that hill. It's kind of steep. Ah, that's fine. We'll just go around this way. But yeah, so that's what I'm kind of hoping for right now. I figure next month we'll get into... Pull off to the road here and we'll get him started right away as well. Hopefully Tuttle will be fine in this massive field. There we go. At some point we'll have to get our truck set up so that way that we can seed tend to both of us. But right now I'm gonna wait and see how fast we go through our seed before I get that set up ready. But that's the plan for today. And I think this is the year for cotton, the way it's looking like. Drive through here. I know the other day when I was off screen, kind of like that few episodes ago when I was exploring, up there was a lot of collectibles up there. There was like 4 of them I found, so I think we're getting pretty dang close to finding most of them. It's just that I think we're over half done. But the thing is, oh, got the print weight on yet. Ooh, this might take us a little longer than I thought it would. Okay, well, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it, but we're gonna work on getting everything planted here. But back, as I was saying to the collectibles, we're over half done with them. I just have no idea where else they would be hiding anymore. Like, I kind of went to all the places I thought would be obvious. Oh. What is going on here? I suppose the one thing we could do as well is that if worse comes to worse, we always can pick up another contract and borrow another 6-meter width piece of equipment to get to planting. So I would really like to get all these contracts knocked out for the cotton, but that might not be feasible. I always forget that they kind of changed the planting speed on everything from 19 to 22. Like, everything used to be like default between 9 to 11 miles an hour. Now row crop planters like so are down to 6, which is more realistic, don't get me wrong, but it's just one of those things you don't think about when you've been playing for so long. It's just kind of second nature to expect it to be going a little faster. We are kind of going through seed kind of fast too, so we might have to think about getting our truck ready. We might grab the flatbed and pick up a few extra bags of seed as well, because I think we're gonna go through them, but I don't want to go overboard like I usually do with purchasing stuff like that. So that way we're not sending out a bunch of seed that we're gonna be waiting for a while to go through. Never driven a Setor before. I think it's pronounced Setor. Never driven one of these before. It's kind of an interesting little tractor. Definitely not a tractor that is more native around here than it is in other places, I can tell you that much. Trying to decide if I want to go 2 passes around the field or 3. Looks like Tuttle's already made his first real full pass up and down the field, and he's going back again, so that's good to see. Dude, these 6-meter planters, it's going to take us a while to hammer everything. The one thing that's kind of interesting to think about, at least I think anyways, is that there's some places that just run small equipment all the time like this. And they'll run multiples of them. Just because it's cheaper for them to buy something smaller like this. And to have like multiple of them running and hire the help than versus to have a really massive, like say 24-row planter. Buy one like 24-row planter and just have one guy running it. It's actually cheaper for them to have like 3 or 4 guys with little 6 to 8 row planters hired on to run them versus doing that, which is kind of an interesting concept to think about, but it does make sense to a point. Especially if you're thinking about it, they're probably buying a lot older equipment as well. Because you don't see a whole lot of 6-rows anymore. If you do, they're definitely, I'm going to use the word dated loosely. They're definitely an older type of equipment usually. I know back when I was in college, we had a ag mechanics class that was mandatory for one of our degrees. And one of the things that we had to do was that was part of the courses that one of the local companies, they would provide us with a planner that we were supposed to put together. And it was a no-till planner, so basically our whole grade was based on how well we worked together putting the planner together, and just basically attendance, so to speak, and making sure we actually worked on it. We just didn't stand around with our hands in our pockets and such, doing everything. So that was an interesting experience. And the thing was that they always sent them 6-row planters just because it was a college farm, so they didn't have a whole lot of acres to cover. But the year that I went through the course, they actually sent us a 12-row one to put together, because the reason was that they couldn't exactly move a 6-row as easy as they could move a 12-row planter, which in reality it does make a lot of sense when you think about it. But I think we're gonna jump into the time lapse here now. I'm hoping I have enough seed for this field just to get it done. Cottonseed's actually, I didn't realize how fast cottonseed actually goes, but when you're sitting here with a little box planter like so, it doesn't take long. What kind of sucks about Tuttle's setup, he's kind of in the same situation as I am. I thought I thought that box we were putting on the front of the tractor was seed or fertilizer, and I was just going to pile it full of seed and have him go to town on that biggest field, but we'll see how fast we can knock all these fields out. Hopefully it won't take as long as I'm thinking, but at the speed we're going, we might not get as much done as I hope, but we're gonna really push the envelope, so we'll see you guys at the end of this all. Alright everyone, we're getting close to wrapping this day up. It's a little bit of a longer recording session, but we did quite a bit of planning today for a lot of neighbors, so it looks like we just finished up here. Kind of been a good day here for us, for the most part. I'm hoping it pays off for us in the end. Like I said, with all these neighbors wanting cotton, maybe we'll get lucky and be able to help field them, harvest it, and be able to help them harvest it in the end, and then be able to get some of that cotton, roll it into our spinnery. That'll help out a lot, I feel like. And I feel like we're gonna make quite a bit of money off this right now. And next time we come back, we'll be exploring a little bit more into this precision farming stuff. It was kind of interesting to see that there's no seed variation, no variable seed rate for cotton, which I know nothing about cotton, so I'm just gonna go with it for now. It's like I said, it's kind of a longer recording session today. I wanted to get all these fields done, and we got about 5 done, I believe, if I recall. We got those 3, and then I think, well, no, we only got 4 fields done. We did 24. It's kind of unfortunate that this coon planter here is kind of it's a slower planter, which kind of I felt like threw a wrench in our plans for the day. But you know what? I can't complain. We got two larger fields done, and if we get at least one of them, I think that's gonna help us out a lot. But anyways, that's where we're gonna call it here today, folks. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date to the latest videos. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.